Hello everyone, my name is Hasty Swampert and I'm back to show you my 17th clear for Purity Forest, and this time I went with a more easier Pokemon compared to the predecessor, and that is Piloswine. And I gotta say, Piloswine is probably one of the best Pokemon to use for this dungeon. It gets Powder Snow at the beginning, and it gets Powder Snow again at level 10. And you don't even need, if I'm correct, you don't even need like 1,000 experience to get to level 10, which is pretty fast. But I did run into some trouble around the end of the dungeon, and this is actually similar to the trouble that I had when I did my Charizard run, and I didn't really have any apples that spawned afterwards. I kind of had to just pick off food, little bits of food that I was able to find. And I actually did buy two Reviver Seeds from the same Kecleon store, and I lost one of them from a Magmar and an illness, and then I ended up my belly ended up becoming 0, and I lost the other one that way, and it was like around floor 80 something, so that wasn't fun. I did buy a tight belt, I never used it. I also bought a pass scarf, I actually never used it either. I actually pretty much stuck with Warp Scarf, which I found on floor 88. And after that, I was pretty much using X-ray specs for the most part, barring like the first few, like the first third of the dungeon, I had Scope Lens, which was actually pretty fantastic. So that was pretty cool. And I didn't really have issues with Max Elixirs. Let me just show you my moves. I did bump into a few Ginsings, which was nice, and with Frustration and Attract, it was a pretty well-rounded moveset. Didn't really run into too much trouble. And yeah, once you get to like the 20s, it will be very demanding with experience. So do keep that in mind. And also, its defenses don't really go up too much, so you're going to be taking a ton of damage. And one more thing that I want to mention was that I ran into, I would say, an unusual number of monster houses. I had back-to-back monster houses on floors 8 and 9, and then after that I found one on 16, 20, 29, and then afterwards I didn't bump into one until floor 67, and then 679. So during this run, I ended up going up against 7 monster houses. I think the average is around 4, I guess. I'm just making a guess. But I just thought that 7 was really absurd. And I think having 2 consecutive monster houses before floor 10 is very rare. So just wanted to share that little tidbit. And there was one in floor 94, but thankfully I was able to avoid that one. So I think that's it. So I will show you the end, and I'm actually gonna turn off this microphone. But yeah, thank you for watching.